Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
And I'm not saying you. Right, I'm not saying you. I'm saying in general. I know some sisters, they get put in that situation and they like, well, I did it, I raised 5 boys, but it's not supposed to be that way. Think about it. You trying to force yourself to try to teach male characteristics. You don't know no male characteristics. The man, wait, sis. The man has to teach male characteristics.
That's right.
Abraham was able to teach Isaac male characteristics because he was in the household. The man got to be present to teach those things. The woman can't teach those things.
So where do these men at so they can be...
Where the man at? We're going to deal with that in a minute.
Bring it out.
Give me 2nd Esdras 5 and 8.
I'm just saying. They all...
And I understand what you're saying. We're going to deal with that. We're going to deal with that. We're going to deal with that. Because everything you saying can be answered here.
And I know.
Read that.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
Is that not going on today? My brother, come over for a second. What's your name? Come over for a second. What's your name? Dedrick. Okay, Dedrick, I'm Asa. So what we talking about right now, we talking about problems in the black community. I was talking to our sister over here, Tiffany, for a minute. We was talking about some of the issues that we face in the community. So one of the issues that we face is that you have a lot of single parent homes. The woman, she's faced with having to raise up these young men on her own. Therefore, that young man grows up. He's overly emotional. He like a volcano. He can't control his emotions, and you get what you see out here. Tiffany made the statement. She said, well, what's she supposed to do? Where the man that's going to teach these right characteristics? They don't know this right here. You follow me?
They not out here. They don't want
Read this.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 8.
Tell me if this is going on, Dedrick, because I just read this right here for Tiffany. Tell me if this is going on in the earth right now. Read this.
There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
Is that not going on today? Let's read it one more time.
But a lot of these men want to be under their mama.
We are. Read that again.
Right.
There shall be a confusion also in many places.
So let's think about what's going on in the earth. Tiffany, what's going on in the earth right now? What just happened downtown? What was that, last night?
Excuse me.
You had...
I don't watch the news.
You gotta watch the news.
I don't watch
You have to, because you gotta know what's going on. Christ said, watch and pray.
I do.
What just happened downtown? You had hundreds and hundreds of teenagers down there doing donuts in cars, setting stuff on fire, trying to fight with the police. Where are the parents?
Bring it out.
Y'all get what I'm talking about?
Drugs and alcohol, sex.
The Bible just said there shall be a confusion in many places. That's confusion. After hours, children are supposed to be at home. Am I right or am I wrong?
Bring it out.
Even when I was young, I had a curfew. Police was locking kids up for curfew back then.
That's right.
Now these kids is able to go downtown and wreck the block.
Teach.
Wreck everything. That's confusion. Read.
There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places.
Wild beasts changing their places. Have y'all heard that now all of a sudden it's a disease called monkeypox?
Bring it out.
How do you just predict diseases happen? Somebody making something. That's not an assumption. And then you got trucks crashing monkeys getting loose and people getting sick from monkeys. Look this stuff up yourself.
Bring it out.
It's the truth.
Wild animals are supposed to be in their habitat.
Revelations.
This stuff is really happening. This Bible is not for play. It's real. Read.
Y'all better be
And menstruous women shall bring forth monsters.
Menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. You know what them type of menstruous women is? That's the loudmouth, rebellious, don't want to follow no rules, no nothing. I don't need a man. Miss Independent women. Hot girl summer women. FNF women. Those women are bringing forth what?
Monsters.
Monsters. Those single women there that have these children because they outside, they getting it in, party, party, party. They raising up the boys that's running around with the guns in the videos. So you got a young boy who got a mother like that. What is she teaching him? She probably dropped him off at the grandma's house, and then he left to himself, he in the street, then he get into all this stuff. Majority of them kids that was down there, they got parents. What's going on?
They probably,
where are the parents?
Parents is 13.
This why we come out here, because this is what we got to deal with, these issues. Hosea 4:6. Because you said, why is it that the man ain't there to teach these characteristics? The reason why the man is not in the household, the black and Hispanic man has been destroyed. Dedrick, how old are you, sir? You 47. I'm gonna talk about some history that we all familiar with. You familiar with Fred Hampton and the Black Panthers, right? You familiar with a lot of the gangs and stuff that was out here in the early days. The original thought process was to protect the community. If you're familiar with neighborhoods like Inglewood, Lawndale, Little Village, these areas was all populated by who? Caucasians, white people. Our people moved up here from the South, Georgia, Alabama, Texas. You had the Mexicans move from Mexico. The Puerto Ricans come from San Juan, all moving into Chicago, right? Those things formed because it was racial tension. You familiar with these things I'm talking about? White flight happened, they leave the community go down to nothing. Redlining, all of these things happen. And then when brothers tried to stand up as the Young Lords, the Black Panthers, AIM, even some of these gangs, they tried to stand up for some form of goodness back then, right? What happened?
The other ones too.
They brought drugs into the community. Tiffany, pay attention. They brought drugs into the community, guns into the community.
Everything.
We got to talk about these things. Not too long ago, they found out that soldiers were selling guns in Chicago. So the reason why the black man is not able to teach these things is because of this. Read.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
My brother, come here for a second. Want to show you something real quick. So this is why, Tiffany, this is why the black man and Hispanic man ain't there for the kids. Read it again. Listen up, Dedrick.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Now here's the question. Because we answer your question, Tiffany, your statement that you said. It said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. So here's my question. Who are God's people? Israel. Would you agree?
But they don't know themselves.
Sons of Abraham. You know a little bit. These people on this sign, my brother right here, I know you probably want some shade. You're trying to stay out that heat. These people on this sign right here are God's people.
That's right.
These people on this sign include me, include you, include majority of us out here. The blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
That's right.
Give me Matthew 2 and 6. We're going to come right back to that. For those that's out here at the beach, you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, you are God's people.
That's right.
Being God's people comes with requirements.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.